Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I will tell you how to present HSV infection in pregnancy talks station. Starting with Assalamu alaikum, I am Dr. Raja. I understand that you have been diagnosed with genital herpes during pregnancy. I would like to ask some questions, examine you, explain possible effects on you and your baby, and discuss management options. Is that all right? My priorities are confirm diagnosis and type of infection, assess maternal condition, assess fetal risk, reduce neonatal transmission, plan antenatal, intrapartum, and postpartum care. Genital herpes in pregnancy is mainly important because of the risk of neonatal HSV infection, especially with the new maternal infection near delivery. Management depends on whether infection is primary, non primary, first episode, or recurrent infection, and on gestational age. Definition: genital herpes is sexually transmitted infection caused mainly by HSV2, commonest genital infection. HSV1, increasing cause of genital herpes. HSV remains latent in sensory nerve ganglia and may reactivate. Transmission occurs by sexual contact, direct contact with active lesion, asymptomatic viral shedding, vertical transmission during delivery. Take focused history presenting complaint. Lesions. When did lesion appear? First episode or previous episode? Location: vulva, vagina, cervix, perianal area, number of lesions, painful or painless blisters followed by ulcers, healing time. Associated symptoms like fever, malaise, flu like illness, headache, myalgia, dysuria, vaginal discharge, pelvic pain, urinary retention. Then previous HSV history, previous genital herpes diagnosed, previous cold sores, frequency of recurrence, previous antiviral treatment, partner history of HSV. Pregnancy history, gestational age, LMP, dating scan, antenatal care, previous ultrasound finding, fetal movements, any complications, bleeding, leakage of fluid, preterm contractions. Sexual history sensitive approach. I asked all patients these questions because they are important for your health and your baby's health. New sexual partner, multiple partner has genital herpes, partner has oral herpes, condom use, last sexual exposure. Then STI history asks about HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, Hep B, C, previous STI screening. Medical history: HIV, immunosuppression, steroid use, diabetes, autoimmune disease, previous surgery, drug allergies. Obstetric history: previous pregnancies, previous neonatal death, previous baby with infection, previous cesarean section, and previous genital herpes in pregnancy. Examination: general examination, assess temperature, pulse, blood pressure, hydration status, general condition, look for fever, lymphadenopathy, signs of systemic infection. Then do abdominal examination, fundal height, uterine tenderness, fetal lie and presentation, fetal heart rate. Genital examination: explain, I need to examine the genital area to look for active lesion because this affects the delivery plan. Look for vesicles, ulcers, crusting lesion, vulval erythema, cervical lesion, discharge. Take swab from lesions if present. Differential diagnosis: infectious causes, syphilis, painless ulcer, regional lymphadenopathy, chancroid, painful ulcer, purulent discharge, lymphogranuloma venerum, granuloma inguinale, candidiasis, itching, white discharge, bacterial vaginosis, non-infectious cause, aphthous ulcers, Bassett disease, trauma, malignancy, contact dermatitis. Investigations: confirm HSV diagnosis, viral PCR net from lesion swab, investigation of choice, detects HSV DNA, differentiates HSV 1 and 2, viral culture, less sensitive especially in healing lesions, serology, type specific HSV IgG, useful to determine previous infection, primary versus recurrent infection. HSV IgM is not recommended because of poor specificity. Maternal investigations depending on clinical situation: CBC, CRP if systemic symptoms, urine culture if dysuria, HIV test, syphilis screening, Hep B C screening, then fetal assessment. HSV usually does not cause major fetal abnormalities like CMV. However, assess ultrasound for growth, amniotic fluid, fetal well-being if indicated. Effects on mother. Usually maternal infection is mild. Primary infection may cause painful genital ulcers, fever, malaise, severe vulval pain, dysuria, urinary retention, psychological distress. Rare complication: disseminated HSV, hepatitis, encephalitis, pneumonitis. Effects on fetus. First trimester infection rarely. Miscarriage. Congenital HSV rare. Congenital HSV very rare features. Skin lesions, scarring, eye abnormalities, neurological abnormalities, microcephaly. Neonatal HSV major concern occurs mainly during delivery. Three forms: skin, eye, mouth disease, vesicular lesion, conjunctivitis, CNS disease, encephalitis, seizure, lethargy, disseminated disease, sepsis like picture, pneumonitis, hepatitis, DIC. Mortality is high if untreated. Risk of transmission. Primary infection near delivery highest risk. Transmission risk approximately 30 to 50% because mother has not yet developed protective antibodies. Recurrent infection low risk less than 1% because maternal antibodies provide protection. Antenatal management. Primary HSV infection. Before 28 weeks, start antiviral treatment. Continue until lesion resolve. Consider suppressive therapy from 32 weeks in pregnancy. RCOG batch guidance recommends antiviral management depending on timing of first episode and risk of preterm birth. First episode after 28 weeks. Higher concerns because delivery may occur while virus is shedding. Management: oral acyclovir, valacyclovir. Continue until delivery. Specialist obstetric review. Recurrent HSV. Usually reassure, treat outbreaks, suppressive therapy from 32 weeks, recommended suppression. Acyclovir 400 mg orally 3 times daily or valacyclovir 500 mg BD daily from 32 weeks. Antiviral treatment. First episode genital herpes acyclovir 400 mg orally 3 times daily for 7 to 10 days or valacyclovir alternatives. Severe disease hospital admission IV acyclovir indication. Disseminated infection, CNS involvement, severe systemic illness. Acyclovir is considered safe in pregnancy. Intrapartum management. At onset of labor, any genital lesion, any burning, tingling, prodrome, any pain, perform careful genital examination. Scenario 1. Previous HSV positive, no lesion, no prodrome. Management, vaginal delivery allowed. Scenario 2. Recurrent HSV plus active lesion at labor. Management, cesarean section recommended. Purpose, reduce neonatal HSV transmission. Scenario 3. Primary HSV infection near-term management, usually planned cesarean section, effective lesion shedding risk. Discuss with fetal medicine obstetric team. Scenario 4. Ruptured membrane with HSV management depends on gestational age, type of infection, duration of rupture, urgent specialist management. Postpartum management. Mother, continue antiviral if required, pain relief, perineal hygiene, psychological support, breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is allowed if no breast lesion. Avoid breastfeeding from affected breast if herpetic lesion present. Neonatal management. If exposure occurred, inform neonatology team, baby assessment, clinical examination, HSV PCR from surface swabs, blood, CSF if indicated. Monitor for fever, lethargy, poor feeding, vesicles, seizures, treatment. IV acyclovir if infection suspected or confirmed. Counseling. Patient: Doctor, will my baby definitely get herpes? Answer: no. The risk depends on whether this is a first infection or an old recurrent infection. The highest risk occurs when infection happens close to delivery. We will reduce the risk with antiviral treatment, careful examination during labor, and choosing the safest mode of delivery. Prevention advice: avoid sexual contact during active outbreak, use condoms, avoid oral genital contact if partner has cold sores, partner assessment if needed, hand hygiene, avoid touching lesions. This patient has genital HSV in pregnancy. I would confirm diagnosis with lesion PCR, assess whether it's primary or recurrent infection, examine for active lesions, evaluate gestational age, treat with acyclovir, start suppressive therapy at 32 weeks for recurrent disease, perform careful examination in labor, allow vaginal delivery if no lesions or prodrome, perform cesarean section if active genital lesions are present, and ensure neonatal evaluation and antiviral management if exposed.